It's week 4, and in the NFC West, we've got the first division matchup for the Cardinals and the Rams. Arizona's lost 8 straight games to LA and look to end the streak next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gardner, Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, kind of an interesting pairing. Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, Matthew Stafford of the Rams.
Yeah, you got one guy who's part of the new breed, the run and gun, beat you with my legs kind of guys. And then on the other side, you've got your traditional pocket passer. He'll stand in there and throw the ball downfield no matter what the turbulence is around him in the pocket.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Green once again the intended receiver. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. To throw, it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had a nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Stafford here. He's got Higbee complete right side. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down and 8. Stafford now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that'll make it third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. Murray now on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Murray now on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Green brings it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Murray now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Leonard Floyd was the number 9 overall pick in 2015 by the Chicago Bears out of the University of Georgia. Spent 4 seasons with Chicago, but had his best year yet with the Los Angeles Rams in 2020. A career high, 10.5 sacks.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jennings now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. To throw is Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. On third down, here's Henderson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle, the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's got Burton here. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's brought down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 23.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford.
And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play fake. Murray. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Jennings now on the return.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? But look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. But he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Stafford on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Murray.
He'll get this underneath to go.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met Finn.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named All-Pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
Now Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down and goal. Murray, he'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Prater's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. 3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit them on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe try to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
For the Rams field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Murray. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Fighting through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here. You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gay is on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. One interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
LA set to take over again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Akers.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming out of that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Murray now to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Football going back over to Arizona now. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Murray trying again after the pick 6. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Murray now on first down. He'll check it down to Bell. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Going to throw right side here, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Stafford. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw in here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown! Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he had the touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a foul.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, Akers, and he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Green once again the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.